Reaching God through devotion. Medieval period was a time of blending of many cultures. This led to the rise of various new religious ideas. With the arrival of the Turks, Sufi movement came to India, which influenced both the Hindus and the Muslims. On the other hand, Bhakti movement, which spoke of the union of the individual with God, also appeared in India. Sufi movement. The counterpart of Bhakti movement was the Sufi movement in Islam. The Sufi saints too believed in reaching God through love and devotion and in being kind and compassionate towards all the people. Sufi saints developed elaborate methods of training using zikr, chanting of the name or sacred formula contemplation, sama, singing, ragas, dancing, and discussion of parables. Bhakti movement. Spread of Bhakti movement in South India. The Bhakti movement began in South India in the 7th century by the Alvars who worshipped Vishnu and the Nayanas who worshipped Shiva. The Bhakti movement rejected caste system. They believed that God can be reached only through true love, devotion, and complete self-surrender. They disregarded the rigidities of the caste system and carried their message of love and personal devotion to God to various parts of South India by using the local languages Tamil and Telugu. Shankara, Ramanuja, and Bassavanna were great religious teachers of South. Shankara was born in Kerala. He preached the oneness of the individual and the supreme God. This is known as Advaita philosophy. Shankara established 4 mathas or centers of learning and worship at Badrinath, Puri, Dwarka, and Sringeri. These mathas have grown into important pilgrimage centers. Ramanuja preached the message of intense devotion to Vishnu. He believed in the equality of all human beings. Bassavanna. Another branch of Bhakti movement began in Bassavanna. This movement, known as the Veershaiva or Lingayat movement, believed in equality of all human beings and equal treatment of women. It was against caste system, idol worship, and all types of rituals. Bhakti movement in Maharashtra. In the region of Maharashtra, Bhakti movement spread from the 13th to 17th century. Bhakti saints like Namdev, Eknath, Tukaram, and Jnaneshwar composed simple Bhakti songs in Marathi. These Bhakti saints worshipped a form of Vishnu called Vitthal. Bhakti movement in North India. In North India, Bhakti movement spread after 13th century by great saints like Kabir, Nanak, Tulsidas, Surdas, and Mirabai. Among those who were the most critical of the unjust social order and the caste system and tried to promote Hindu-Muslim unity, the names of Kabir and Nanak stand out. Kabir, a weaver by profession, believed that there is one God who is given several names. According to legends, Kabir was the son of a Brahman widow who abandoned him after his birth, and he was brought up in the house of a Muslim weaver. He too became a weaver, but while living in Benares, he came in contact with Hindu and Muslim saints. He rejected all rituals and ceremonies and preached a religion of love, which would unite all the people. Kabir's dohas and poems were written in the form of a spoken Hindi of the ordinary people. His followers were both Hindus and Muslims, who were attracted by Kabir's message of love and brotherhood. Nanak. Guru Nanak, from whose teachings the Sikh religion is derived, was born in the village of Talwandi, now called Nanakana, on the bank of river Ravi in 1469. Guru Nanak also spoke of one God and believed that God can be reached through selfless love and devotion. Guru Nanak expressed his ideas through hymns called Shabad in Punjabi, the language of the region. Guru Nanak sung these hymns while his attendant Mardana played the musical instrument Rabab. Like Kabir, he also rejected idol worship, pilgrimages and rituals. Tulsidas composed Ramcharitmanas written in Awadhi, the language of eastern Uttar Pradesh. Through this work, he expressed his complete devotion towards Lord Ram. Surdas, another Bhakti poet, expressed his devotion to Lord Krishna through his hymns and poetic compositions. Mirabai, a Rajput princess, became a disciple of Ravidas, a Bhakti saint who belonged to the untouchable caste. Through her hymns, she questioned the domination of the upper castes. She was a devotee of Lord Krishna and through her bhajans expressed her complete love and surrender to Lord Krishna. She composed her hymns and poems in Gujarati and Marathi.